Welcome back to the channel, and we have another recap and review of Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 1, Countdown to Meltdown. This couple I'm featuring is Erik and Virginia. So if you're new here, smash the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button, and also drop a comment down below. I do post notification shout outs to my commenters. So again, we have both Erik and Virginia, and it starts off with Erik having a conversation with his mother in regards to the fact that he's been chosen to be a married man due to Married at First Sight. So he's now engaged. And a little bit about Erik. He's a homebody. The experts actually think that the girl that they matched him up with, which is Virginia, will kind of balance each other out. He's a pilot, which has complicated many of his past relationships, as we have heard about in the other previous episodes. And he's ready to find his flying partner, per se. So, a lot of his, his relationships had ended because of him being deployed and his career schedules and everything like that, being a pilot. But he says that at this point his career path is complete, and so now he's ready to settle down. So now he tried to break the news to his mom, and she said, it's not the traditional way of doing things, because of course she and his father has been married for 40 years, and they did it differently. And for him, this is a different experience. So it's kind of hard for her to understand or, wonder how this is going to work, especially with somebody he has never met before. So she definitely has a lot of concerns. And you know what, that's to be expected. I mean, we saw in the other video I did on Clara, her family and friends, no problem. But with some folks, it's not as simple. And it's kind of similar with Virginia. She had a conversation on the phone with her dad. And, it didn't go as smoothly either. She broke the news to him that, she was chosen to be married at First Sight. And, the thing is that, it's a hard thing when you're telling families. And then, of course, a little bit about Virginia. She is the type of girl who loves to go out to bars and concerts. She's definitely looking for somebody to be her plus one, or at least somebody who won't stop her from, hitting the town, taking a night out on the town. So that's going to be interesting because, like I said, he's a homebody. She's a person that likes to go out and have fun. So I'm curious how that's going to work. I mean, she's done a lot of things in her life. She's even been playing basketball in school. And now that, she's ready to settle down, she's hoping that, the experts are going to be able to find her that plus one that she's looking for. But back to the conversation with her father. She asked, do you think mom will come, and well, he asked her, I think it was, is your mother coming? And she was like, well, yeah, of course. I would hope that she would be there. But dad is not so sold on this. We'll see, because, of course, her wedding didn't happen in yesterday's episode. So, we'll see if he's going to come through for her. But it's definitely a tough situation, especially when you want your family and friends to, be a part of something like this. I think Mindy from season 10 went through the same thing. I think only her sister was a part of it, because I don't think her parents were excited about the idea. So maybe something kind of similar, but we will see that she will get a shocker later. But hopefully, her dad is there to be there for the wedding. So we'll definitely see that, I'm hoping, next week, because we got 3 hours of fillers. So anywho, she get a chance to meet the girl. She blend in well too. Her and Clara are the socialites of the table. I mean, they're the ones that are upbeat, sassy, lively, can hold a conversation. Like I said about Brianna, she was sitting back kind of gauging the temperature in the room. But when it comes to Virginia, I mean, again, she's very sociable. She's the type that goes out a lot, and go to bars, go to concerts. So socializing is her thing, and it's definitely working well for her as she have a great time with the girls. The conversation came up, of course, we'll talk about that in a little bit, in regards to whether she'll sleep with her husband on the wedding night. And I think she did say that. So, now we have Erik. And again, Erik is laid back. So, he, I think he had a good time when he came to meeting the guys. I don't think he took too well to Chris. A lot of people don't. Chris has a unique personality that only certain people can gravitate to. And, I don't think he took too well, to some of the things that Chris was saying about his past and his 2 engagements and the ugly comment, so, but he still tried to, engage and socialize with the rest of the guys. So, it went over pretty well with them, but the only thing is, I'm hoping that Virginia can challenge him to bring him out of his shell a little bit, because she's the fun, Miss Fun Lover. So, we'll see. So now it's time to pick out wedding dresses and tuxedos. And up first is Virginia, as she's looking at these beautiful dresses. She has her friends there with her, but I think she was hoping that maybe her mom or her stepmom would show up. And then, of course, we have Erik, who is with his friends as they're trying to, pick out a tux. And again, he had that similar conversation about the fact that it's beginning to feel real to him, with him, looking for a suit and everything. But, yeah, I mean, he picked out pretty much something traditional, something classic. It wasn't like maybe Chris's suit, and I think that was Ryan's suit. That was a little bit more stylish, but it was comfortable for him. And then the dress that she picked, she definitely felt like a bride in it. Only thing is that, again, she was hoping that her mom or stepmom could be there. And I think they snuck the stepmom in, because when she came out of the dressing room, she was surprised to see her there. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, of course, it's finishing up with, Erik picking out the basic black tux. Pretty elegant, classic, simple. I think he looked pretty decent in that. I think that was a good choice for him. And it's like I say, it become real to him. And I think he's, it seems that he's pretty excited. He doesn't seem to show a lot of emotion. But he looks like he's looking forward to this. Again, he has been that person that I think this one is the one that's a divorcee, I think. So I could be wrong, but guys, correct me in the comments if that's the case, if that's not the case. And then, of course, like I said, her stepmom, she was, showed up, and she was pretty excited about that. So now we have the bachelor and bachelorette parties. And I mean, Erik is just sitting there with his friends. And, I think the guy with him was like, hey, you going to get up and have a good time? And he was like, no, I'm good. So that's going to be interesting, especially if Virginia is the type that likes to, go out to bars, go out to concerts. She likes to have a good time. She likes to drink, and I don't think he might have had a drink, but I don't think so. I could be wrong. But she's the opposite. You know, when she's out, she's having a good time. I mean, and as she should, as she should. So hopefully she can bring him out of his shell. Therefore, she won't feel, resentful at some point to say, hey, I want to go out and he wants to stay at home. She definitely had a little bit too much to drink, because when they did that interview, you can tell by the look in her face and the slurring of her words that she was pretty much gone. And it was so bad that it caught up with her. And of course, she had her head in the toilet, because everything that she took down came right back up, So she's definitely a party girl when it comes to having a good time and, doing her thing. So now it's coming up to the point where it's their wedding day. She's excited. He seemed to be excited as well. Him hanging out with his guy friends, and they're teasing him like, hey, it's the big day, you ready? And it seems like he is. And I know, guys, I keep saying this, I'm just hoping that she can pull him out of his shell. That's the only thing that I see with this couple, because if he don't want to budge and she wants to get out and do things, that's going to be a problem. Having a homebody with a person who likes to go out and do things, that can be kind of tough. So I'm hoping that both Erik and Virginia can balance each other out, and we'll have to keep watching and see. All right, let's do our post notification shout out for this video, and that's going to go to Rosemarie Murphy. Thank you so much for engaging in the channel. I really appreciate your comment. And until the next time, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.